it don't set, it don't happen. Begin, it don't happen. Wetin be that thing when we say happen? A whole oga patapata chief of defense staff for Nigeria, Canadian embassy don't carry pompo, they don't put am for inside Pali, say no visa, visa denied. Can you imagine what an insult now it be for Nigeria? When we say Canada themselves, they talk say chief of defense staff for Nigeria, you know they eligible to travel go Canada because they talk say get one kind game wey say they won't do for the remembrance of the fallen hero. Now all of them can't go there, say they won't go collect their visa, but they gave some of them, but the rest they deny. Among the people where they deny, na chief of defense staff for Nigeria. If you don't want deny another person, no be chief of staff for Oga military, Bobo Irawo, Sean Oga una deny visa. Una go talk una go rojo Canadian embassy for Nigeria. Oga Ribadu don't talk say go to hell, man. Who cares? What if we did that in our country self? Now so now Oga Ribadu now he talking. But the people when say they want Japa come out from Nigeria, may they not go here that one no because Canada now another heaven for Nigerians. So we say that the Japa, that they thrive there, that they make a lot of better things for Canada. In fact, some of them when we say they don't talk to Canadian citizens themselves, that they do it, that they carry the glory of Canada, that they lift them up like this. One of the reasons when we say go make Canadian embassy, when we say they denied the Oga Patapata chief of army staff for Nigeria. Now I be waiting, I read that for that because the thing is too much technical. Number one, be say security reason. If you make them deny them the visa. Part of the thing we say they put under the security reason, be say spying. If they notice say maybe you won't go spy, they fit do waiting, they fit deny you visa. Another one be say violence or terrorism, they fit deny them visa too. If they notice say some of them it dey for the member or organization wey say they want overthrow government, they fit deny them visa. Nothing wey be say una go do. International human rights violation wey be say include war crime, wey be say include another one wey be say they talk say crime against humanity. Another one be say if waiting the government wey be say they engage for gross human rights violation or subject to international sanction, those ones too they no go give them visa. Another one be say small of money. If they notice say you dey around rather like that, they no go give you visa too. Medical reason, this one include medical condition wey go endanger the public health. People there for Canada, they will not give you the visa. Then again, when we say they in danger with the public safety, you won't carry your own health wahala here, go dump her for Canada. There will be all of them come carry code X. They go they see, they don't go give you visa for that one. What do you mean think? What do I think again? When we say go make them allegedly, you understand? Now this human rights violation of a thing, where we say say a lot of those kind of things don't go on within the military space. Say human rights abuse, human rights violation, say it dey in the corridor. Not only me, I talk this one, no, I get a lot of public opinion where we say they take my chook for that. Maybe not do what, maybe not listen to this public opinion. If you never subscribe for African Black Gold TV, I better go subscribe for them. Share them so that it will reach a lot of people. Public opinion, then I listen.
We need to clap for Canada, right? It's when I saw this, a couple of things came to my mind. First of all, I'm absolutely grateful to the Canadian government. I live in the US, and one of my disappointments is that these are the kinds of things I personally, yes, I know you don't depend on another country to do your dirty work and your assignment for you, but I really wish that the United States could be doing things like this. Today, every well-meaning Nigerian should celebrate what happened today. Honestly, it should be celebrated. Why do I say that? First of all, do you know how much money the Canadian government just saved you and I? Taxpayers' money. You understand?
Yeah.
They're probably going to write something in the amount of billions for this trip. That's what they do. So the Canadian government just saved you and I a huge amount of money by denying this. And it's really stunning also. And this is how much our country has gone so bad that you need to go to a white man's land to honor veterans. And this reminds me of something that happened last year. Was it last year where I don't know if it was the interior minister or something, they were planning a program in the UK. They
Yeah.
were planning to train Nigerians in abroad.
It
Like
was interior. Yeah.
my brother, the kinds of things we wake up to hear about Nigeria, it will make a dead man in the grave literally spin. You're planning a program in abroad to train Nigerians. And does it mean there's no other space in one of the biggest, largest countries on earth? But these are opportunities, like I said, to write off some money, right? And that's how this is all in disguise of we're going to honor people, blah blah blah, and they continue to bankrupt you and I. Have you looked at the Nigerian debt? How much it is? The last time. The thing is so scary. We are plunging into debt every single day, literally every single day. So I'm grateful that they were able to do this. Like the other speaker said, I wish they could take it a step further and begin to deny their children as well. Because one of the things they have always weaponized against you and I is that they have that opportunity to escape. You know, they can afford to ignore our educational system and send their children to school. I went to a school with a child of one senator in Nigeria. This man paid the school fees in dollars. And I want you to think about this. This is a school where each semester is about 40,000 US dollars. The man paid it outright at once for 4 years. For 4 years. You understand? So I wish they can take it a step further and let it begin to touch their relatives, let it begin to touch their children. That way they can feel it. So that's that for me. And
Okay.
I thank them for saving us money. And it's funny when I was listening to what he said, right? He said this is a reminder that we need to build our country. You know, some things we say and it sounds so good, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. But when you really dissect it, you see that this is stupidity on display. You need a white man. You need a foreign government to deny you visa for you to now remember that you need to work on your country. You understand? He made that statement thinking it's so nice. It looks so good, right? Well packaged or well polished. But it takes a white man to deny you visa for your senses to become activated that you need to fix your country. Just think about that. So, again, I always say Nigeria is a place where we miss a teachable moment. Things that will happen in other places and they wake up and say, over my dead body will this happen again. We're not very good at utilizing a teachable moment. This is that moment for a people with shame. I've always argued the best leadership quality, and you will never find this in any book of leadership, is having shame. You can be the best economist. You can be the best kingmaker, the best strategist, whatever you call yourself. If you as a leader do not have a shame, forget about it. The Dubai we see today was built about 35 years ago. They went to a leadership conference, just like Nigerians go all the time. And they saw the tallest building. They saw what happened in Saudi Arabia. And they convened the meeting and say, we will have the tallest building. We will be the center of tourism and attraction. That was how it was because they went there, they saw, and they were ashamed. But unfortunately, we have people who don't have shame. This noise he's making, tomorrow it will dissipate. We will move on to the next headline and continue to recycle mediocrity. That's it. But if it's a place where people get upset, literally get upset, and are ashamed, they will say to Canada, you know what? You can go without your visa, and we will turn Nigeria to a place where you will be craving to want to visit. But they don't have the shame. How many top officials in any other country is clamoring to come to Nigeria? Ask yourself that simple question. How many top officials from other countries are begging to want to visit Nigeria? It's almost non-existent. But our own, they want to go abroad to enjoy what others have built.
I was so delighted and I was so happy because these are the kind of things that should be happening, and let it happen more. Just like the last speaker said, even the other speaker that left, let it be extended to the immediate families, because this stupidity is I mean, I don't know what to call it. We have such a thick skin that we don't feel anything. We don't feel anything. Our leaders are so immune to mediocrity that they don't feel anything. Their minds are so corrupted that nothing moves them anymore. But things are coming, slow and steady. I like the way Patosky put it. He said it's turn by turn. It's gonna spread, and I pray that this thing will be very fast. Because do you need another person to tell you that your house, your compound is dirty, but that is where you live? The person will shut his gate and ask you to go and sweep your compound. That from his own fence, he can see that your place is filthy. But yet they will come back home and stay in that filth. These are people who will run to any other place in the world for health care, for whatever care they care about, but not Nigeria. You see our general hospitals. Have you been there lately? To see horror. You see the schools. One young man the other day renovated his school, I think in Ogun State or Ondo State. But you have the governor there. I heard it talking about the governor wants to give them condom because of Valentine's Day. Can you see how irresponsible our leaders are? Hopelessly irresponsible. Misplacing priorities and everything they do. It's just like as if they are mad. These people, as if something is really wrong with their minds. And these are the people who will clamor, put me there, and they will put their manifesto. None of those things they will follow when they get into office. Everything is thrown out, and they begin to behave like those who are on colos or whatever. It's so shameful. It is so shameful. This is just the beginning. Canada have done it, and because I know how these Western people, I know how they reason, it's going to spread to every of those places. As they keep going or they want to go, they'll be shutting them down, and their shame but they will not. You see, one thing, it pains me so much that they will not even feel it. And Ribadu will come up and they say, you see the headline, slams Canada. He said, go to hell. But you are in Nigeria, you're already living in a hell, and the fire is burning you there. From north to south, east to west, everywhere is insecurity. Nothing. People are paying for darkness. There is nothing working in that place. Everywhere is filthy. Thieves everywhere. And then you are telling a country that is so organized, that have their systems, everything is working perfect, everything is good, and you are telling them to go to hell. Do they care? They don't care. They don't care because they know what you guys are doing, and I love it. What are they going there to do? to celebrate veterans or whatever. But you have your own people. Have you gone to their barracks lately and see how their barracks is? Go to the one in Lagos. Go to the police barracks and see what is going on there. Just go around the country and see the prisons. How run down everything is. Everything, all the infrastructure, nothing is in place. You don't have pipe-borne water, nothing. And then the roads are all, everything is broken. And they're telling another country to go to hell. But they are living in hell. It's so shameful, my brother. When I see these things, it breaks my heart because Nigeria is supposed to be one of the greatest countries on earth. But I don't know how we have come to this. And it has become this. It's so shameful.
In Africa, most of the people we have in the corridors of power are self-serving and self-seeking. They are there for themselves, not for the people they claim to be leading or representing. So if it is happened to an ordinary Nigerians, Ribadu may not even have time to respond to anything.
To some people that want to japa, would they say Canada can go to hell?
You see, for me, I don't think any responsible country will allow top military personnel to be going out at any time while the country is facing various security challenge. This is the first time I see most of these senior military personnel become a media spokesperson instead of them to concentrate on fighting the insecurity ravaging the country. They choose to always 24/7 on television trying to score a point. And no matter how they used to, or they think they can deceive Nigerians on social media or other media platform, it doesn't change the fact that they fail to tackle the insecurity that is disturbing the country. Now there is no part of Nigeria that is not suffering from one insecurity to another. And instead of them concentrating on doing their job, they decided to be rolling up and down, trying to score a point, deceiving Nigerians as if they are working. But the Nigerians know that this insecurity is still there. There is still insecurity, especially in the northern part of Nigeria, where I came from. More especially the northwestern part of Nigeria, where there are still several places that are under the control of the so-called Fulani bandit and other terrorist group in different parts of the northern Nigeria. So for me, I don't think any responsible and the serious government will allow the military personnel, person like a chief of defense staff, to be running up and down, moving from one country to another at a time where the country is facing various security challenges. You see, regarding Nigerian politics, if you could remember, even before the 2023 general election, we discussed this, which I told you there is a preferred candidate for the Western powers, which one of the most group of some corrupt politicians in Nigeria gang off against the interest of the Western power and rig the election in the favor of their own candidate. And if you could remember, I tell you, those who join their hands to crown the evil, they don't know that when it takes the throne, it will rule over everyone. So they have succeeded in bringing him into the corridors of power with the aiming maybe they will control him. And now he is no longer favorable to them. So some of them, they want thrown out of the country. People like Rufai, people like Jega. Most of these northern politicians who supported this administration, they are now not in good terms with the government. So they are looking for where to run, because the government is now running like a dictatorship. They are trying to arrest and incarcerate some of the prominent opposition voices who are opposing the system of the government. We have seen how they begin to arrest people like Mahdi Shehu, people like Professor Osman Yusuf is also in the EFCC custody, and many more. even El-Rufai himself, they may likely arrest El-Rufai maybe, but what the end of this month, though he ran out of the country and he claimed to be coming back, we know he's a coward. He can never try it. He did it with Jonathan. We saw how he ran away. So El-Rufai is a coward. He will not, he can't try it, honestly speaking. So I would like them to continue sanctioning these people. Instead of them running to European country, they run to Europe country because those politicians in Europe, they choose to build the nation instead of looting the nation to dry. So they should also try to build Africa. They should build our country. If our country is a better place to be, they will no longer looking for asylum. And if they try to rule this country in a better position and they choose to be an embodiment of the people will, nobody will hate them. Nobody will allow government to go after them. But see how they try to manipulate everything in their own favor. Anyone who choose to move out of their cycle, they will make sure they bring him down. Are you getting me? So like I said, this country, there are so much to do in this country in order to change Nigeria. As I told you, it's just like a vehicle with a knock engine. And instead of Nigerians to change the engine, we keep on changing drivers. So the country will not.
Since they've left the country to decay to this level, it's going to touch them. Like you said, the rich will also cry. We're all in it. If they can deny, in fact, let them just list all their names, deny them and deny their children, deny anybody that will come from their family not to step out of this country. It will be good. It will be me. I applaud Canada for doing this. I give them five rounds of applause. I clap for them. If they will deny them, just list all the politicians and deny them visa for their children. Let it touch their children. At least it will help us.